The flag cloud west of the summit tilts up and sharp against the dying sun. Up is good, flat is bad, down is fucked. I remember the big poster tacked alongside prayer flags in the med tent, and Nick laughing with one of the American doctors that it was a far more reliable indicator than any other base camp forecast. The mountains make their own weather, and it's rarely kind. Even though I'm still descending through the French couloirs, the snowpack is harder, the incline less steep. I'm surprisingly warm, but I know much of that is a cocktail of awe and illusion. I last felt my feet at Camp 4. I don't feel bad. I don't feel good. I don't feel much of anything at all. Not even afraid. There's a subtle but sudden shift in the air around me, like a hush, a breath too close to my ear. My heart stutters a little to feel it through my hood and balaclava. And then Jakub Hornik appears from the gloom behind and above, maybe 10 feet east, no more, face first and flat on his belly, anchored to nothing. He doesn't flail or shout as he slides down the snowfield. He makes no sound at all, save the fast friction of his suit against ice. And he makes no attempt at self-arrest either, even though he's holding his ice axe up like any moment he's going to let it fall. His eyes are wild. They find my light and grow wilder, wider, holding on to it right up to the moment that the gloom swallows him back down, and I'm left alone, literally frozen, the dropping wind washing out my mouth. There's a tug on the rope from below. Nick, are you all right? Not really, not at all. But what use is there in saying so, in being either one or the other up here? I'll still be up here. I'll still be needing to get down fucking there. A big shudder goes through me. It cricks my neck and finds a home in my belly. It's never a good idea to puke more than halfway up a mountain. I think of Jakub's eyes, his silent slide. I remember Kate renaming him the Horn after he spent the whole first month at base camp trying to hit on her. My belly squeezes hard again. Bad things, because they're never, ever singular. The last bad thing was Felix Garcia. There are always deaths on a climb. Climbing seasons are short, summit windows shorter. At any one time there can be dozens of teams within a few 100 meters of each other. But the threat of actually seeing someone die is surprisingly low, as easily dismissed as the threat of dying yourself. You hear about them, on the shortwave or the satellite phone, or when you reach a camp. Falls, accidents, strokes, disappearances. People go crazy. People get the shitty end of the stick. People just die. There are lots of ways to do it. And pretty soon those muttered summations become nearly routine, like all the frozen landmarks and trig points that used to be people. Red legs, green boots, North Cool. Felix was different. Mountains attract arseholes. 8,000ers attract Olympic-level arseholes. He and Nick clashed before we even left Everest Base Camp. Felix was a solo climber, and that's pretty hard to do on a mountain as rammed as Everest. Nick doesn't like taking them on because they're glory hounds and crappy team players, but he's had to get a lot less picky now that he's competing with Nepali companies for business. It was to be my 3rd summit, Nick's 7th, but we didn't even get close before the weather doubled down and Pasang advised Nick to turn us all back, and fast. Felix suffered the final indignity of being geared up with me and 3 Koreans on the snowfields at the foot of the Lhotse face, as we scrambled over crevasses on shrieking ladders, a snowstorm blinding us, deafening us, making us stupid. By the time I heard his scream,
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.